Hello, this is Jay King, Self-Made Millionaire, coming to you from MillionairePennyStocks.com. And congrats today. There was several different plays that several of my students banked on. And I mean, today the market was just ridiculous. There was so many plays that I couldn't get to all of them. So I'm looking to train way more students than I train now, because there's so many plays that several of my students are capitalizing on. But you guys are getting the hang of it. Remember, one of the things that we focus on is price action, momentum, volatility, and value. And the volume was great on this play today. I actually bought this stock twice today. I think I bought about 1,500 shares, or maybe 5,000 shares, I'm sorry. And then I think I bought like 7,500 shares twice today. I bought 7,500, I think, today on the dip at around 129. And I got it to go up to about 134, 135. But then I also bought earlier and got a little breakout in. But this particular stock, if you notice, it's a pretty nice spread here. But what I like more than anything, it was a really easy trade. I like to trade stocks that find support and they're not going too fast, they're not fluctuating too fast. It kind of gives you time to get in and out of the actual trade. Now keep in mind, there is a lot of news that you have to ignore sometimes, because some companies might not meet the listing requirements for NASDAQ, which just simply means NASDAQ has certain criteria that they like for companies to meet. And if you read the information, if you know anything about NASDAQ, you have to have or reveal certain financials to trade on the NASDAQ. So if you're not meeting certain criteria for NASDAQ, then they're going to probably put them on the pink sheet or the over-the-counter bulletin computerized system, because they're not able to meet certain criteria on NASDAQ. But you know, that doesn't really mean anything. A lot of times when you start to learn different things about companies, most penny stock companies are 100% garbage anyways. And so we're not investing in these companies, guys. We're trading them. And so if the price action is there, if the momentum is there, if the volatility, which means the day range or the spread between the stock, there's a nice spread, and we have basically a great amount of volume, then let's trade it. Because a lot of times people have their own philosophy about stocks. As they approach the stock market, they go into the stock market and they're looking to invest in the market. And some companies are better to trade than they are to invest. You know, when you're looking to invest in a company, a lot of times you're looking at balance sheets, you're looking at financials, and you're looking at, you know, a good structured company that has a good strategy, a good business plan, you know, a good product that they're marketing or selling. And there's a lot of good things that you want to look at when you're investing. But my strategy is a little bit different. I'm not too interested in the news and the hype and the speculation and the emotionalism of the company. You know, a lot of companies promise they're going to be the next Google or the next Facebook. But my interest is price action, momentum, volatility, and volume. And the reason that's so important is because some stocks, if they don't have any price action or any movement, they can stay at the same price for, you know, 2 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. So I'm not really interested in stocks that aren't moving anywhere. I'm looking for stocks that have nice price action. So congrats to NEOT. Several of you banked on NEOT. We also saw EBIO, which is a pump and dump. And this particular company, look, we have a nice spread here. If you got my watch list, I said that this particular company was going to be a nice short. We do know that E-Trade doesn't let you short stocks under $2, so you have to find other brokers that are out there, and they're not many, but there are brokers that are out there that will let you short stocks under $2. You just have to research and do your due diligence. But we shorted this stock. This is just betting against the stock. Shorting just simply means that we're betting against this, that this particular stock will decline in price. And so I ended up shorting this during pre-market. I got it in at around 138, 137, and I covered too early. I covered it around 130. But this ended up going all the way down to 97 cents. And so this was a really good short. If you shorted this particular play, this was a good short. Congrats to those that shorted EBIO. We found shares to short with another broker. And congrats to this particular short. So these are the particular stocks that I'm going to be looking at. I'm going to kind of take a sniper, bird eye approach on Tuesday. I'm not going to be watching too many stocks. Sometimes some of my students will alert me when they see certain stocks that fit our criteria or our pattern. But remember, guys, what we're looking for is we're looking for stocks that are volatile, meaning this is a perfect example of a volatile stock. I actually had a pastor friend of mine that made about $1,400 on this particular play, so congrats to him. And a person, actually, I was on the phone with a person that told me about this particular play, and as I was on the phone, I actually purchased this stock from my iPhone. So yes, iPhone, yay Apple. You know, I love my iPhone. I do a lot of trading on my iPhone, but I only purchased about 600 shares of this particular stock. And you can see here that, look at the breakout. For those of you that got in on this breakout at around $1.95, $2, $2.10, congrats. Can you check this out? It opened up at 205 and it declined a little bit, but I got a hold of this during the afternoon, so I didn't even know about this stock because I was more busy on EBIO and NETO. But congrats. Remember, what we're looking for is we're looking for stocks that are entering into new heights. And that just simply means, if you look at the historical quotes on E-Trade, check this out. Look at this. This stock has been at $1.09. Remember what we talked about? We look for price action. So you don't want to put your money in here and around here because you don't know when the stock is going to break out. But notice the breakout. When the volume increases, notice the stock begins to break out into new heights. So this is what we're teaching our students, to recognize price action, momentum, volatility, and volume. Remember, volatility just deals with a spread or a fluctuation in price. Look at that, 194 to 324. Man, that's almost like a $1.50 spread. That is awesome. And I'm telling you right now, when you look at these plays and you get in at the right time, if you don't get in around $2 or 12.5 on this play, then you need to dip by maybe around 2, 3 o'clock. Try to dip by and wait for the stock to kind of decline in price a little bit, because what happens is a lot of sellers are going to end up selling this stock because a lot of people bought in the low 2s, maybe the high 1s, and so they're going to start dumping their shares when it jumps up here, and so the price is going to eventually drop down throughout the day, and you'll be able to get a better entry in on your trade. So I bought 600 shares of this particular play at I believe 244. So I'm going to hold it overnight. Now, you know, that's a really small position for me, but me having several brokerage accounts, and then I do have a 6-figure brokerage account that I trade with, and it's actually an IRA, and I'm using that for my retirement. But I trade with that particular brokerage firm every once in a while. I do about anywhere from 2 to 5 trades a week. But the thing is, though, what you have to realize is even when I trade from a 6-figure account, I still make small trades. Now, this particular trade, I didn't trade from my 6-figure account. I just traded from one of my regular accounts. And I have several accounts, some for my kids, and I have some for me, some for my wife. So I go throughout each account and I day trade. But the whole goal with this particular stock, with LGCY, the whole goal is to get in at a good entry point and make about a 30 to 50 cents upside. So I'm hoping to make a 30 to 50 cents upside. I bought this on the dip. It found support at around 240, 242. So I got in at 244. So we'll look to see tomorrow that hopefully this can actually get back up to the 3s and I can get about a 50 to 60 cent spread. So remember what type of stocks we're looking for. We're looking for breakouts, and it was a wonderful Monday today. It's too many plays for one person to focus on. And so check us out at millionairepenny.com. And guess what? Share this information with your friends. We're teaching our students how to become self-sufficient in the stock market. And guess what? You can accomplish anything that you put your mind to. And the good thing is you have good mentorship to learn how to day trade. I'm very transparent. The trades that I'm making, these are simple trades. I'm not using a lot of money to trade with. This particular trade, it cost me less than $2,000. And so you got to understand something, guys. I mean, you can make 10 to 20% in one day off of $800. I mean, 20% of $800 is just $160. It's $160. But if you take a trade and you just spend $2,000 and you make 30%, that's $600. And so we're teaching you how to recognize daily patterns and how to recognize weekly patterns as well. And so again, this is Jay King, Self-Made Millionaire. I look forward to teaching you and training you in the stock market. And you can visit us at millionairepenny.com, where we're teaching and training our students how to become self-sufficient in the stock market. Take it easy. Have a great day.